rising, and Venus. It's general, of course, as you know, will not resonate for everyone. Looks like you're going to get a message. It looks like it's going to be good news and probably somewhat unexpected. And so we've got the Page of Inspiration, or Page of Wands, and Two Cups. The Two Cups is two people who love each other, two people who give. This is not in the cards, but I'm picking up a need to not play games, just be real, something like that. Be real with your emotions, whether that's feeling hurt or mad even, maybe. It's better. There's something what I'm getting is there's some sort of history here that needs to not be repeated of maybe toxic positivity where you pretend to be happy, and I'm a big I've learned so much about that lately. But it also is something about not shutting things down too much to where it's like it doesn't have to be so extreme one or the other. You don't have to shut things down and be pissy or when somebody reaches out if you want to talk to them. It doesn't have to be extreme one way or the other. Wow. But you don't have to pretend you're okay either. It can be, hey, you can warm up into it. How are you? Be pleasant to talk to is what I'm feeling, but don't be pretending, something like that. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I hope. Okay, let's see what's going on. Scorpio. Moon, Moon, Rising, Venus. I feel like there's been things could have gone better if some real emotions have been expressed. Something like that. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. So let's see. That's abundance, wealth, independence, even. Oh, okay, and this King of Air came out in pre-shuffle also, so it could be dealing with an air sign. Yeah, there we go. So where you guys kind of come together, overall energy is Three of Voices. Hurt, pain, you're both hurt. So you and the person you're thinking about, which we're going to lay out there, try and tap into their energy also. It's like, I feel like there's been maybe some isolation, trying to isolate to hide feelings or hide situation that you don't, not being real, yeah. So overall energy is hiding, feelings is what this looks like. Let's look at them. Eight of Emotions, walking away. Wow. This is so interesting because look at the opposite. This is the pink and the inside. Moons represent illusions, right? And what's not seen, what's hidden. It also is emotions. But then, like, these two are opposite, and they came out right next to each other. So somebody, I believe, is pretending to be okay when they're not. Somebody walked away. It looks like they're the person you're dealing with now. And you could reverse the roles if you want to, but it looks like they walked away, and maybe you pretended to be okay. Is that what happened? Page of Voices. So maybe you didn't fall into the trap, or they walked away but didn't really want it to be okay. Here's this Page of Voices is Page of Swords. It represents inquisitive, spying, wanting to know. Instead of just picking up the phone and saying, hey, what are you up to? It's looking online. Right? Interesting. Okay. The Awakening and Nine of Emotions. So on your end, it looks like, okay, so maybe I'm wrong. I may be wrong for some of you. This is like independence from possibly an air sign. But what looks like this awakening is realizing your value. This is abundance and self-love. So whoever's on this part, and maybe this is something you've been working on, Scorpio. But it's a beautiful, like, rising out of the ashes. It's a knowing your value. That's amazing. And what took you there to that place, it looks like, is breaking free from someone or being forced to. Interesting. Okay, so 2 of Pentacles, that's balancing, and 3 of Pentacles. So it does look like there's been a lot of progress on both sides. Because where you guys come together is, it looks like hiding emotions, which has been very difficult, somewhat of a balance, a juggling act, but the really actually wanting to come together, wanting to cooperate, wanting to work together. This is very interesting. Queen of Inspiration. And breaking free. 7 of Inspiration. 7 of Wands is, it's not aggressive or attacking, but it's also standing one's ground. In some decks it can be stubbornness, but not here. And here it's just like, it's also eye-opening. Interesting that right under the eyeglasses here. There's been a lot of expansion and growth here for you guys. Eye-opening. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like there was some deception. We've got 2 of Inspiration. It looks like a decision. Somebody wasn't honest about why they did what they did, is what this is looking like at the bottom of the deck. Let's keep going. So, Queen of Materials, resourcefulness, Page of Emotions. Ooh, yeah. Somebody was not dishonest about why they walked away. So there's a, which is such a mind F, Wheel of Fortune. And 8 of Pentacles. Okay, let's look at the overall, what's going on here. Give me just 1 second. Looks like there was a major mind F, because somebody was not clear or honest, like ghosted, why they left. Or it looks like they misled the reason that they left. They confused it with, too many reasons. It could be that they didn't tell you at all, and then you played the game in your head of trying to figure it out. So there's this game of back and forth of I'm okay, I'm not okay. And I've learned a lot about that lately, where this fake positivity, it's called toxic positivity, this like kind of fake I'm okay movement that we've all been kind of sucked into. I'm kind of mad about it, actually. It's been damaging because if we can't talk about it or express it, or what I think is actually absolutely the best absolute way to deal with it ourselves, is to write it down, because it just, like magic, it becomes clear. When you write it down, you can see, well, is that even true? Why am I feeling that way? And if it's not clear, then you ask more questions. So write down how you feel. What happened? How do you feel about it? Why did it happen? Why did that person make you feel that way? Or is it, and then you catastrophize, like in your mind, and when you write it down, you think, you get to see and question it. Well, that's the worst case scenario I'm jumping to, which we typically do, and then we can question, well, why am I doing that? Is that even true? What else could have possibly went wrong? What else could have been the reason this person did this? What else could be? You just, when you start writing it down, you break it down, and then it's like this, it's almost, and this is, I'm not a counselor, but this is just what I have found, is it almost like puts you through a therapeutic process of dissecting what happened and realizing where you're wrong. And if you're not wrong, you realize, it's kind of like going through, well, what's the worst case scenario? And then you end up worst case scenario. It's kind of like you deal with it. It's not that bad. if you don't deal with it, you don't know what you're dealing with. Everything is like jumbled up in your mind. And it just, I don't know, I told a friend to do that just this past week, and she texted me, and she actually put it on text. So she wrote all this stuff, and she goes, geez, I should just pay you to be my counselor. And I was like, why? And I said, why? Because writing it down helped so much? Yeah, because writing it down cleared her mind, cleared her thoughts. It takes you to where you can see what's wrong, what's right, what's over-exaggerated, what's not even reasonable, which we do, especially and what happens when it's not clear is we just keep circling the mental loop, looking for a change or a new clue to what happened, because it's all jumbled up. And sometimes we even get through that and we get to a place where we're okay, and then because it's still not clear, we force ourselves to be okay, but then it's not clear, it just keeps coming back. So I strongly suggest you write it down. It looks like both of you, somebody here was not clear or honest about why this ended, or they just didn't give enough reason at all. They avoided. Somebody walked away. But then it looks like there's a lot of pretending to be okay when you're not. It's kind of got a little bit of a fine. If you know, why should I care? You know, why should I care if you don't care? Also, you know, this could be very controversial. Some of you guys may not like this, but sometimes listening to don't get in the habit of doing it all the time, but sometimes, you know, beating up a pillow or screaming something out at, you know, listening to mad music like Avril Lavigne. I don't know. I know, one of her songs came to mind that might mean something to someone, but also I feel like because she's kind of like, I don't care, there's a song she has that says something in it, like, if you don't care, why should I care, or something like that. You know, it just depends on you and who you are, but if you have a habit of always trying to gloss over everything, that it's okay, and you need a little edge to, like, get angry, maybe... You know, I don't know if you guys have been listening to me that long, but if you have, you probably know I went through a really hard, dark night. And I was listening to a lot of, hardcore emotional songs were coming on when I do yoga. And it started kind of becoming a practice where I kind of would release anger through hearing some heavy metal. Okay, moving on. You guys gotta be real. This is all about juggling. It's difficult to juggle emotions, highs and lows, because there's a lot of glossing over it. First of all, there's a lot of unknown. That's not cool, okay? I don't know why people ghost. I don't like it. I think there's a time and place for it, when someone won't take no for an answer, or when someone is persistent, or if you have to do it for your own benefit. But I feel like it's better to express what needs to be expressed first, because you got to know it's damaging to the other person if you ghost them. Or if you block them, whatever. If somebody doesn't care because they blocked you, then maybe it's better for you to do it, because it's to protect yourself. The main thing is you got to get through what you got to get through well. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. So we're going to get some advice here in a second, but it looks like what happened is you've really worked hard. Somebody's really worked hard on growing, expanding, feeling good, or maybe you were forced to because you didn't get that answer. You know, no response is a response, FYI. When somebody doesn't answer you or doesn't take the time to, you know, sometimes people just do it because they're weak. Okay, but this is somebody who ghosted you, I believe, and forced you to grow, get better, and do okay. All right? I hope you guys like this reading. I've trying to get to where I don't care, but I really just, you know, I don't want the channel to not have good videos. I want them to be helpful. So, but I do know this is a definitely strong reading for someone. So let me know in the comments. You guys do a thumbs up. Let me know if this is helpful. I'd love to hear your stories. It helps a lot when I know. It's so weird I'm saying that, because this feels like it's all about a freaking struggle, a very difficult struggle, because somebody didn't take the time to care about enough to say, this is what happened. And it left so much unresolved, like emotions and feelings, and then you have to go through this whole process yourself where you have to be strong on your own, but yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, being hung with a lot of emotion. Geez, exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. So I think what happened is it probably took you through a journey, or it's supposed to, where you had to let go of, you were forced to glow up because somebody didn't take the time to care about your feelings enough. So you had to go within, draw from within your own capabilities, and you're stronger for it. I didn't get into too much of what's going on with this person. Let's do that. But here we've got hang music. So you got hung back so badly that you had to, that weren't able to let go, left very emotional, and you eventually had to walk away. From needing to know. Okay. So that's very interesting. But what also is interesting is whoever did walk away without explaining, they keep tabs, it looks like. But they're like juggling a make-believe act too. Yeah, it's been a long road for them. There's growth on both sides. They're growing too. I don't know if they're going to be back. I don't know. Do we even care at this point? Let's see. It's this person that Scorpio's dealing with. So, also, what was I going to say? I don't like the idea of isolating. You really need people, a support group that you can be real with and vulnerable and not pretend to be okay. Maybe an accountability buddy that you can say, hey, instead of accountability buddy that says, hey, look at the bright side, that kind of fake positivity, that toxic positivity, it can be somebody that learns a little bit like that with you, that knows how to say, instead of look at the bright side, they can say, yeah, that's hard, but I don't know if that's the right word. Yeah, that's hard, but I know we can find a way through it, but I'm here for you, something like that, that can help you not, just don't be alone, don't isolate, okay? Don't try to figure it all out by yourself. See this? Okay. 8 of Pentacles. It's a lot of effort. 6 of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Scorpio, this is actually pretty amazing. You've done a lot of growth. Or you're in the process. The 8 of Pentacles is a lot of hard work, and look at this, the 6 of Pentacles is payoff. It's having enough to give, it's generosity, and it's being balanced out, I believe, to the point where if somebody does come back, you're at a point where you're okay just being real. You don't have to pretend to be okay. You don't have to, you don't really feel the need to victimize. It's like, you kind of like a place of indifference. But there's a lot of hard work here, and there's the Empress, self-care towards self-care and self-giving. So the Empress is about, it can be about nurturing. This is all about you growing up to whatever happened with this person. It forced you to redirect what you could control, which is you. And there's an Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, look, a new beginning. Fool card again. Maybe there's an Aries coming in. Oops. Okay, let me see what that was. That really wanted to come out, didn't it? But this person looks like they watch you. Yeah, you chose you. Is this person, what's the deal with this person in a return scenario? They feel left out in the cold. Yeah, so somebody got blocked. So I think what's the roles are reversing. You get healthy. If this hasn't happened yet, it looks like this is what's going to happen. It looks like you've already kind of started the work. But you end up getting healthy, and then the roles reverse. They get left out in the cold. They see you glow up, and why? Because you put the work into yourself instead of them. And they want a second chance. See the judgment card? The mask? But, so I think what's going to happen is this person was pretty much a mess, juggling too many different things, right? But the glow up in you brings a return, is what it looks like, and this mask is half off, and I think that's what you're going to have to just say, hey, let's just be real. We're going to have to just be real. And no more holding off. Like, no more, you know, if we want to move forward, and you don't have to do that in the first phone call. I mean, you can let it warm up, choose your timing on it, but I just think that might be coming naturally to you because you've gone up so much. This is pretty nice. Reading, let's get some advice. But yeah, this person's going to return. They're going to want a second chance, and it's not, but I don't think it's going to happen, Scorpio, until you're in a place of being strong enough without them, where strong enough in yourself where you can say, you know, I care about you a lot, or it's a nice thought, but this is how it would need to be. It would need to be X, Y, Z. We would need to be totally open, okay? We've got peace. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And poised, where I cut the deck. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to, things aren't going to be truly authentically good until you get to this place where you, I think, go through some pain, and I'm so sorry, but do this glow up in self-care. And then once you're going to be, if you're not able to handle this person when they come back in a peaceful, poised way, then it probably, maybe you haven't done enough work, or they haven't, the timing may be off. But your whole deal, I think, is going to be to say, let's get real about it. If we're going to try this again, or if this is important to you, I'm willing to, you know, be real, do the work, be authentic, get vulnerable, and, because, you know, I don't want to go through that again, something like that. All right? You guys, please let me know in the comments. I love it. I love you, and I'm proud of you. If this is you, if it's not you yet, but you're working on it,